Okay. John Medina and Mari Hernandez are program managers for Sananto. John joined the Sananto Cultural Arts team. Yes, this is a test. You can go ahead and whoop if you have a posse. They joined Sananto Cultural Arts. He did as a community mural and public art program manager in August 2012. Originally from Corpus Christi, got his MFA from Northern Illinois University in Illinois. That'd be DeKalb, Illinois. His BFA from Texas A&M University, Corpus Christi. Lives and works now as a multimedia artist and instructor in San Antonio. And Mari Hernandez joined Sananto as the El Placazo community newspaper and mentor program manager, but has been involved in the organization as a mentor, volunteer, workshop facilitator over 10 years, an accomplished photographer, writer, credits the Sananto Cultural Arts with providing her the opportunity to explore and refine her professional skills. And I give these long introductions because sometimes the presenters don't relate to anything that they do here in their presentation. So just to make it clear, please welcome John Medina and Mari Hernandez.
So my name is John Medina. This is Mari Hernandez. We're program managers for Sananto Cultural Arts. And tonight we're going to talk to you about community and how community permeates pretty much everything that we do at Sananto. And when we talk about community tonight, I want you to think about it from both a micro sense and a macro sense. In that, yes, when I talk about community, I'm talking about the neighbors that live next door and the neighbors that live across the street. And yes, I'm talking about our youth participants and about our volunteers and the artists that we work with. But from a macro sense, I want you to consider that community can mean so much more than that. And that even if you've never heard of Sananto before, it's quite possible that you're a part of our community too. Or maybe you were affected by our community, whether it was passing by one of our murals on the way down here tonight, or whether you accidentally picked up a copy of the El Placazo and perused the pages, whether you visited your favorite watering hole and you didn't realize that the cover you paid at the door was one of our fundraisers, or perhaps you bought a bottle of fancy name brand vodka because you liked the artwork on it. If you did any of those things, you were probably touched by our community. And so we don't mean to take credit for the accomplishments of other people, but we mean to acknowledge that we're all connected in this way. And it's those connections, big and small, that really allow us to do what we do best. And it's really what community is all about. And so without further ado, I'll bring Mari up here. Go Spurs, go.
Hi, everyone. This is Sananto Cultural Arts. We are a community-based organization, and we consider ourselves community servants. So what does community mean? Community can be defined as a group of individuals with common interests. And being a community servant means to share power and put the needs of others first in order to help people develop and perform as highly as possible. And this is our community. We're a proud bunch. We are located in the heart of the west side on the corner of El Paso and Chupaderas in the middle of a residential neighborhood. While we are primarily concerned with serving the people right outside of our door, we work with communities all over the city of San Antonio and beyond because we know the farther our reach, the better.
In 1993, Manny Castillo enlisted the help of Juan Ramos and Cruz Ortiz to create Educación. The success of this mural led to the creation of Sananto Cultural Arts. 20 years later, SACA has created 46 murals, 2 public sculptures, 196 issues of El Placazo, and we have worked with hundreds of artists who taught workshops and engaged countless community members and participants. Though Sananto Cultural Arts is proud of all the amazing artworks we have created, they are simply the byproduct of our true purpose, to foster human and community development. When Manny and Juan and Cruz set out to create a mural program, they intended to beautify street corners, discourage urban blight, promote culture, and tell the stories of our families, our friends, and our neighbors. However ambitious the original idea was, I don't think they ever imagined just how far the Sananto community would grow. Sananto's community mural program is a continuation of the tradition of muralismo in San Antonio. The program has expanded to a full-on public art program which includes public sculpture, small-scale murals, and even printmaking. No matter what we set out to create, the premise of our programs remain the same. We aim to foster community through engaging our neighbors and the people of San Antonio with our public art projects. The community mural program is different from other mural programs in that we involve our community every step of the process. We host community meetings where we invite our neighbors to share their stories and ideas with our lead muralist. They provide important input to the design process and also offer their opinions and critiques when necessary. Once a consensus has been reached for the design, we invite community members, program participants, and volunteers to help in painting and installing our mural projects. Finally, once the mural is completed, we invite the entire community to come commemorate all the hard work that went into the creation of the mural and to celebrate the alliances made as a result of that collaboration.
Hi, y'all. So this was one of our most recent mural blessings. And this is the first issue of El Placazo, which was published in July of 1994. Placazo translates to the mark you leave on society. The newspaper was originally meant as a means to communicate what was going on within the mural program, but quickly turned into something that stood on its own. The first issue featured articles by our late founder, Manny Castillo, Cruz Ortiz, and Patty Radel. 2014 marks our 20th anniversary of our newspaper. While our paper has evolved, we stay true to our community-based process and our community-based message. We've printed 196 issues and published the contributions of thousands of individuals. In addition, we are now online to reach a wider audience. We create the newspaper through a community-based process. Each issue starts with a community meeting and outreach. Because a high percentage of our immediate community does not have access to the internet or a computer on a daily basis, we block walk and we engage in conversation. Through these interactions, we are able to understand the concerns of our community and turn those concerns into stories. In the end, we print 4,000 copies of each newspaper. We distribute to over 75 locations across the city, and we mail out 200 copies to subscribers, supporters, and even provide low-cost subscriptions to inmates. We feel the most important end result is the sense of validation our contributors feel once they see their work in print times 4,000. In addition to fostering community through our newspaper, we also preserve and document community through our photography and film programs. By doing this, we are creating an archive on our own, engaging visual learners, and teaching our participants tangible, marketable skills, as well as teaching the importance of the creative process.
We continue to inspire new generations of artists who have gone on to work on their own creative projects. Vanessa Esquivel taught the Teen Art Puentes project at the Guadalupe Cultural Arts Center, where students created their own monologues based on murals of Sananto. Roxy Aguirre is a part of the group Rainbow Star Child, who have designed a line of edgy ensembles that were inspired by the murals of the West Side. We continue to engage our community in a variety of different ways. Through our mural tours and bike rides, which bring people in from all over the United States who wish to learn about our history and engage with a unique and authentic San Antonio experience. And also through our Chupachanga street events, which bring artists and community members together in a festival environment to create new and exciting community artworks. Sananto artists continue to spread the mission of Sananto, thus expanding our reach. For instance, founding member Cruz Ortiz works as an art instructor and has gone on to hold exhibitions at Art Pace here in San Antonio and the Louvre in Paris. He engages the community through projects such as the Dignity Hill Pushcart Derby or through his Squatcha art installations at the El Chula Music Festival.
Adriana Garcia is an artist, muralist, and teacher. She started volunteering with Sananto Cultural Arts in 2006 and has created one of our most popular murals on the corner of Guadalupe and Zazamora, which deals with issues of mental illness. She is currently creating the illustrations for a children's book by local author Barbara Renaud Gonzalez about the life of Lydia Mendoza, the First Lady of Tejano.
David Blanc has worked on several murals in Sananto, most notably La Música de San Antonio at the base of the Commerce Street Bridge. His work is on view at the UTSA downtown campus as a part of their permanent collection. In 2011, David created the Project Inspire Mural Arts Program, which intends to partner with organizations to create mural projects to beautify and revitalize communities.
Cristina Ordonez, she's here, so give her a high five if you see her, is what we like to consider an example of the evolution of a Sananto participant. At the age of 13, Cristina became a part of Sananto and quickly became a mentor. When I started working with Sananto, she was manager of my program. I feel Cristina really taught me how to work for and in community. Today, Cristina is president of our board of directors, and she is the district manager for San Antonio AIM Truancy, a dropout and truancy prevention program. Thanks to individuals like Cristina, our organization is flourishing today. What started out as an idea to create a mural has turned into an organization built and sustained by the community we serve.
Thank you, John and Mari. Now you can't leave. If you could Is this one on too? Is this one on? Yeah. Yeah, okay. If you guys can come over here, I have the embarrassing personal question segment of the program. What we'd like to do is just, after each presenter, I just ask them a few questions, maybe to expand on questions that you would have. And that is, since some of these people, how many first trip to the West Side? Anybody out there? Let's be honest. It is one of those places that there are a lot of misconceptions about. What do you respond to people who say, well, I'm not sure, I haven't been to that part of town, I don't know where the murals are, how do I find that out? If I have any concerns or fears, what do you tell them?
Well, there's no reason to be concerned or feared at all. If you're interested in taking a mural tour, you can come by our office and get a map. And I remember one thing someone told me a while back about their first visit to the West Side, and then when they started working in the West Side, was that one of the local priests told her that people in the West Side welcome you regardless of what you do, who you are, what you've done in the past, what you look like. It's a very welcoming and diverse place, and so it's nothing to be afraid of.
And on their way out of here tonight, when they drive out of here, I know there's some of the murals that you guys have been involved in this area. Say, where can they see something not too far away, and then on a website to find out more information?
Actually, as you walk out the doors over here and you take a left to go to the parking lot right across the street at La Chiquita Bakery, which is one of the greatest places on the West Side. We have Familia y Cultura es Vida, which is one of my favorite murals, so make sure you check that out before you take off in your car tonight.
And lastly, on the website, where I guess there are tours and things like that, and information about them.
Yes, we do welcome people to call us and book mural tours. We do a monthly mural tour on the second Saturday of every month, so if you're interested, please call to reserve your spot. We usually do them rain or shine, so we want everybody to go. We do bicycle tours, we do bus tours, we do walking tours, so let us know what you want to do.
All right. And the website?
www.sananto.com